Pac-Man World 2 Re-Pac is a remaster piece. Pac-Man World 2 Re-Pac just came out recently, and it is absolutely incredible. It really shattered my expectation as to what a remake or a remaster should be. If you watched my other video on Pac-Man World 2, you know I had really mixed feelings about it. The first half of the game was some of the best I've ever played, and the second half was really tedious, with only a few highlights. But Pac-Man World 2 Re-Pac takes the original game and completely enhances it. It keeps all the really good levels mostly intact and changes only a few things. And then the levels that were really frustrating or really tedious, they changed a lot to actually make them really cool levels. So the grassland levels, the forest levels, and the ice levels are still really good, and Blade Mountain is still the best level. But the volcano levels are actually really fun. The water levels go from forgettable to some of the coolest levels because they actually changed how the swimming works completely and changed the layout of those levels, but still in a way that's pretty faithful to the original game. The 8-minute auto-scroller that was the worst submarine level ever created, they shortened it down to only a few minutes, and they made it so much fun that it actually left me wanting more. And then it all led up to a really cool boss fight against the Mega Whale. Oh yeah, the bosses. They're not just copy-paste after the first boss. No, they actually completely changed Inky's boss, they completely changed Pinky's boss, and Blinky's boss, who is actually Blinky in this game, went from the worst boss fight in the original game to absolutely the best boss fight in the game. And then we get to the spooky world, where it used to have the most tedious level, Ghost Bayou, but Ghost Bayou actually got a really good upgrade in this game, and I don't feel as lost as I was in the original, so this level actually ended up pretty good, even if the level is still pretty difficult. But speaking of which, the difficulty in this game is actually somewhat fair, and so much so that there actually is a post-game to this game that has harder versions of levels and bosses. It's ridiculously cool. So yeah, I'm happy to say that there is not really a bad level, in my opinion, in Pac-Man World 2 Re-Pac. The entire game as a whole is much, much better than the original, and I highly recommend it, and I hope it becomes the definitive way to play Pac-Man World 2. Pac-Man World 2 is more than just a remake.